DC Intel. Stay ahead with real-time breaking news and intelligence updates from around the nation. Your trusted source for reliable and insightful information.
You are listening to the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to DC Intel, your go-to source for breaking news and intelligence updates from around the nation. Stay informed with the latest developments, insightful analyses, and comprehensive coverage of key events. Follow us to never miss an important story and join the conversation on what's happening in our country. Together, let's stay ahead of the news.
We would like to invite you to become a DC Guardian. A Guardian is someone who supports us with a gift of $10 a month. And you will also receive a beautiful DC decal so you can post your support. And also you will get email updates for Guardians only, plus special discounts on products and functions and conferences to come. Please click on the donate button on our eiobn.com website to support. Once again, on behalf of the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network, thank you.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: the more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing. And always have the courage to be yourself.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
But from today and from the day I take the oath of office, we will rapidly drive prices down and make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable again. So as much as you can, do something that you love, work hard, and never, ever give up, and you're going to be tremendously successful. Tremendously successful. Thank you. God bless our military. God bless the memory of the fallen. God bless our Gold Star families. And God bless America. Thank you very much.
You are listening to your source for trusted intel and news. You're listening to Live with DC.
Hey there, it's your favorite president. You need to be listening to my friend DC. He's a trusted source and won't lead you astray.
Thank you for listening to You Host DC, your trusted source for intel and news.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, everybody. Happy Monday. And hope everybody's doing all right. We're trying to do all right. Good to be back on the radio, on Rumble, YouTube, and wherever else you may be listening from. Let's see here. Yeah, it's Monday. Happy Monday, Monday. A lot of things been going on, and we'll discuss it here in a second. And Wow, what a day. Let's look and see who we got in the house here. Let's see here. Trying to get my mouse here to move. Hope everybody's not having a crappy Monday, but a good Monday. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. Let's see here. We got Tracy O News. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, DC. Glad you're here watching from Ottawa, Tennessee. Okay. ADC, glad you're back and you're okay. Statesville, North Carolina. Thank you so much. Missed you on Friday. Thank you so much, Vicky. We had technical difficulties and nothing that I've done, but anyway, we'll talk about it later. Let's see here. Happy Monday, DC, from Amy in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Hello. Good afternoon from East Tennessee. Good afternoon from Chicagoland. Hope you're staying safe up there. Happy Monday from DC, from Michigan here. Hello, DC, from Washington. Okay. Good morning from Arizona. Hello, Arizona. Let's see here. Hi from Florida. Hello from Stanford, Kentucky. Checking in from Grand Haven, Michigan. Love and prayers. Thank you so much. Checking in from Clinton, Tennessee in the house. Glad to see DC. Arkansas here. Southern California in the house. Awesome. I have friends that live in Stockton. And a couple other places in California. Los Angeles, which I didn't, anyway. Northern North Carolina. Lake Norman, North Carolina. Let's see here. Ringgold, Georgia, back in the house. Good deal. Centerville, Indiana, in here. Glad you're on today. I truly worried about it. I was good. I missed the other page. Absolutely. Thank you so much there, Karen. What can we expect this week? We will jump into that here in a few minutes. Hello, DC, from Walton, Kentucky. Good afternoon, Patriots. Hello, DC, from Bristol, Indiana, I guess it is. Can't see. My eyes are messed up again today. Look forward to hearing from you every day. Awesome. Thank you so much. Tulsa, Oklahoma in the house. Hey, Enforcer, how you doing today? Southwest Missouri in the room. Time to end this circus. Yep, absolutely. Political bullcrap. Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Strawberry Pins in Tennessee. Okay. Strawberry Plains. I'm sorry. Tennessee here. Brenda in East Texas. Pineywood sends a great big howdy. Patriots blessings from Trinity, Alabama. Hello, Patriots, Ohio. Hutchinson, Arkansas, Kansas. Butler in here. West Texas. Iowa. First time listening live. Awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you continue to return. We're on every day from 1 until 2:30ish. And normally on Friday nights at 8:30. Let's see here. We missed you on Friday night. Thank you so much, Pamela. Kansas in here. Missed you on Friday. Yes. Thank you so much, Patsy. Maryland, hello. Hello from Kentucky. Hello from Germantown, North Carolina. Bayou in the house. Awesome. DC from the little village of Cuddlebackville, New York. Okay. Awesome. So glad I found you. Thanks to Brad. I don't have to wait for you to be on it. Oh, well, thank you so much. We're on here every day. Come back and say, Alsa's in the house, New Mexico. Hello from Sand Springs, Oklahoma. Muskogee is present. Okie from Muskogee. Sherry Case from Brook, Texas in the house. Childersburg, Alabama. Hello, Carol. Hello from Lenore City, Tennessee. Welcome back. Thank you. Happy Monday, DC, from Dalton, Georgia. Virginia in the house. I got hacked on Facebook along with all my friends on Facebook and deleted my account. Yeah, that's really been going around. It's crazy. DC from Florida. You'd think if hackers had anything better to do, they'd hack something worthwhile other than Facebook. Go and, I mean, seriously, it's crazy. Hello from Sylacauga, Alabama. Hey, I've been there before. Small little town there, but I've been there, been past there on the highway too. Let's see, watching from North Carolina, RC and EC in the house. Loyal listeners, thank you so much. New Bern, North Carolina, bro. It's a great day. Yes, it is, Jennifer. Hello from Bainbridge, Georgia. Hey, DC, listening from Alabama. Thank you so much, Amanda. Let's see here. People should know not to call me during this show. Really aggravates me. Anyway, Mechanicsville, Virginia. So glad to hear from you. Hello from Tupelo, Mississippi. Hello. Muscle Shoals, Alabama in the house. I want to go there someday. Just because the history behind that place. But anyways, I'd like to come there to this. Port Charlotte, Florida. Been there too. In the house. Good to have you, Wanda. IDC, Charles City, Virginia here. Hey, DC, Duncan, Oklahoma. Sorry, guys. My English is a little bit migrated today, right? I'm just kidding. Good afternoon. Fan from Tennessee. Okay, awesome. Wings of Eagle. Watching from Greenville, Michigan. Ethel says, hello, Patriots. Mid-Michigan with you today. Good deal. Oklahoma in the house. Central Vermont. Man, good distance there. Hello from Wallace, North Carolina. Hello. Austin, Texas. Hello, DC. That's in Tennessee. Okay. Hello, Ponchatoula, Louisiana. Good afternoon, morning, Patriots. Happy Monday from Meadville, Missouri. Okay. Hello, DC from Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Man, we got a lot of North Carolina in the house, guys. Florida, Tennessee, Alabama. We pack it in there. Stanford, Kentucky in the house. Iowa in the house. Eden, North Carolina. Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Hattiesburg, Mississippi here. Awesome. Got Georgia in the house. Sylacauga has Haitians in our town. Look up Sylacauga Town Hall meeting about it. I will do that. Actually, I was going to talk about Ohio getting them. There's a bunch of places that's getting them dropped off. Hundreds of them. But I will actually look that up. I sure will. Let's see here. Alma, Michigan. Davisburg, Michigan. San Diego in the house. Awesome. Good. Glad to have you back, San Diego. North Louisiana. Jeep Girl from Dalton, Georgia. Love your accent, by the way. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and someone brought it up there about the. Let's see here. About the Haitians, and actually Ohio is getting a bunch of them. It's been crazy. I wasn't even going to jump on it yet, but hey, happy Monday, everybody. I guess we will. It's not just happening just in, and what's this, I just want to tell y'all something. For those of you that don't know, I've been to Sylacauga, Alabama. I've been there a couple of times. I've actually drove through there on, what is it, highway, whatever it is, that highway out there. I passed through there that way, and I've also been into town. Sorry, Lake, Northwest Ohio. Carterville, Georgia, Lewisburg, North Carolina. Good morning, DC, from my office in Mississippi. Letcher, Louisiana. Awesome. And there's a ton of this going on. They're coming out of nowhere. I'll be honest with you. Coming out of nowhere. They're being brought in and just dropped. It's amazing that we actually have our country has come to the point to where now, it went from, we're having all these people coming in through, we were supposedly reading about it and hearing about it, and we discussed it a couple weeks ago about the migrants taking over apartments and such. I'll say this. Springfield, Ohio, that's where it was. Springfield, Ohio, has had 40,000 Haitians dropped off there. 40,000 Haitians. And it's only going to get worse, guys. Winchester, Kentucky has a bunch of them getting dropped off. Yeah, that's crazy. Here's the thing. They're doing, no longer has this been, are they dropping these people off at big cities? Okay. It's going into your smaller towns, your smaller places. I tell you what, if they dropped off 40,000 in Sylacauga, Alabama, there would seriously be a problem. It's not a big town. Of course, I'm sure it's grown since I've been there years ago, but that's not a big town. And I know Springfield, Ohio, I mean, you're talking overnight, 40,000, coming in. You're talking 40,000 people need fed, 40,000 people need a place to stay, 40,000 people now infiltrating everything. I'm going to say this. It's time to wake up, guys. Wake up. And I said it last week, and I said it the week before that. You have got to engage your political leaders. You have to engage them and find out what the heck they're doing. Why is this going on? Why is this going on? Why are they letting this happen? And I'll read up on the story that you said for Sylacauga, and I'll check out the town hall, and we'll probably touch on it tomorrow. But I will say this. I don't know what's happening in these town hall meetings, but if people are not engaging, like really engaging their leaders, we're going to lose. We're going to lose at this. You're going to have a bunch of transplants here. Let's see, how many buses we're going to need to transport them? Well, they screw around with America long enough, they won't need no transport bus. They'll need just a place of burial, because it is not. We've been warning about this for months and months and even years. We're going to have this happen. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. And we've seen the border. What's been going on with the border, and we've continued to vote in the same people. We've continued to open our eyes. Thank God we've got our eyes open now, but we're still not holding these leaders accountable. Let me see here. We've had 300,000 illegals get valid driver's license and license. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I said that a year ago that it was happening, and people thought I was nuts. Oh, that never happened in America. Oh, it happens. It's happening now. And guess what, America? Your cities are getting infiltrated by migrants everywhere. It used to be we just had rats everywhere. Now we got migrants everywhere. See, Sylacauga says they don't know anything about it. Well, here's the thing: is you Southerners down there, I'd be fixing to get me some buses and load up these people and take them to DC or drop them off up there. Do it. Pack them a brown bag lunch, put them on a bus, say, hey, we're taking you to get a free place to stay, free food, free money, free gift cards, and take them to Washington, D.C. and drop them right in front of the White House, or better yet, the Capitol. Drop them off up there. Be done with it. It's going to continue to happen until America stops putting up with it. It doesn't mean we have to go out and shoot somebody or whatever. But what's going to happen is these people are going to become hungry. These people are going to want a place to stay. And if it's not given, and if they don't have it, they're going to find a place. And what you're going to start seeing is you're going to start seeing these small towns having their crime rate go sky high. They're going to have it go sky high. You're going to see more rapes. You're going to see more beatings. You're going to see more robberies. You're going to see all these things, home invasions. You're going to see it. We have to get a handle on it. And how we get a handle on it, we get a handle on it with our political leaders. And if they can't get a handle on it, they need to go. And meanwhile, we as America, we cannot sit back. We can no longer sit back and let the government that has been screwing us royally for years, the government continue to say, we'll take care of it, because they don't take care of it. They bring these people in your towns while you're sleeping, drop them off, and then expect you to babysit them. No, sir, no, ma'am. These senators, congressmen that have all wanted this to happen, you need to take them to their doorstep and drop them off on their lawns. That's what you do. But America has to step up. Yep, you give money to missions. Yes, you give money to all these other nonprofits. It's time to stop doing that. Okay? I'm saying it. I'm saying stop doing that. Oh, but I give the Goodwill. I give the Salvation Army. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. And take your money And you patriots come together in your towns and say, you know what, let's put together a plan here to get these people out of here. Let's put our money somewhere else. Let's put our money in tour buses or big old shuttle buses, and let's bust these people out of here. Let's send a strong message to our political leaders that we're not putting up with it. Because I'm telling you, y'all people turned a deaf ear and a blind eye to prayer in school, and look what's happened. Same thing with the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, it'll handle itself. It don't have. Y'all been too busy praying about it. Oh, I'm praying about it at church, praying about it. Well, you're gonna be praying about it when your kids are getting hurt. You're gonna be praying about it. And no one else can say anything about it, because you, the American people that don't want to engage this, I got news for you. You better engage it. You better engage it, or it's going to take over your stuff. You may even lose your life. These people are not here to play badminton with you, okay? They're not here just because they want a free ride. They want a free ride, but that ain't why they're here. I personally believe if we don't get a handle on it, two things. Donald Trump's going to win. But let's just say for kicks and giggles, something happened and he didn't. If the Democratic Party gets in there and would have gotten in, they will have infiltrated all of our cities in America with all these migrants that your local police departments, state police, sheriffs cannot handle it. And guess what they do? They call martial law. Because guess what? If they can bring the American people to their knees, infiltrate their police departments, not even infiltrate, overwork them, wear out the resources enough to where they can't control it, then military has to come in. I would not be surprised if they try to pull some shenanigans like that before the election. Not saying they are. I'm saying I would not be surprised. Let's see. These illegals are here to get crap free and destroy. Congress hasn't done anything in 3 years in this country. Yeah, and that's absolutely true. And that's why I say all the time, if you want to control, you really want to gain control of what's going on in your communities and in this world, stop doing business with companies and businesses that don't have the best interest for our country. And that's just the bottom line. Can't do it. And we're looking at a major issue here. Because what if they bring in all these people and then turn around and say, hey, you got a driver's license, you got an ID now. Okay? So therefore, we're going to let you vote. You can only vote if you have an ID. And these suckers pull up with an ID. And some of these dumbbells that work at some of these polls, they go, oh, well, they got an ID, they must go and let them vote. DC, what's your thoughts on Hurricane Friends? It's absolutely HARP. Absolutely. We'll touch on it later. You got so many things that are just going on behind the scenes. We're so fixed on the political part. We're so fixed on the election, and we should be, but yet we're not vigilant in our own areas. And then, like I said, you're waking up and having 40,000 people just overnight. Imagine 40,000 people rushing to Walmart with a free gift card at the same time. And then you trying to buy groceries. Because if you infiltrate a town with young people that have no problem tearing up something, we got a major problem. Let's see here. We have way too many rednecks here. Should be here when I can show the town. Absolutely. I do believe we have a lot of rednecks in town. But here's the thing: is we have a lot of rednecks that will get on Facebook and TikTok and Twitter and say what they'll do and all this stuff. And when the rubber meets the road, they just poop their pants. They don't really know how to act. I believe the day will come that, well, we're already seeing this being infiltrated and just come into our towns. But I believe the day will come when we have no choice to stand up and defend. It will be absolutely a time when, and here was, well, if Trump just gets in, if Trump gets in, praise God. And I believe he's going to. We're grateful for that. But he can't come in on day one and go, hey, let's just bust you. Because these people are running like rats, roaches. You flick on the light and they run. And they're going to continue to do that. They're infiltrating our country. And those of you that's in Ohio or Alabama or wherever you're at and you're all seeing this, you need to start. I mean, you don't need to start. You better be calling them up today and saying, hey, what are you going to do? What are you in the city council going to do? What's the county going to do? Go to your county commissioners. What are y'all going to do? And if they give you this railroaded answer, well, we only do this and we can only do this and we only have, then you want to say, you know what? Enjoy your time here because we're voting you out the next time because you have no balls to take care of our country and our towns. You have nothing. You have no backbone to you. No backbone. And you just want to just continue on and do this stuff. We're not going to have it. Georgia's getting it bad. Yeah. I have not. Let me go back up here. Anna. Yeah, HAARP causes a lot of things. I believe Katrina truly was. It was an overreach of HAARP. That was just crazy. And it's only going to get worse until we stand up, until we become true Americans, right? It's not red, it's not white, it's not yellow, it's not brown. We are Americans. We bleed red. And it's time to start acting like a daggone American. It's time to start acting like it. It's time for the men to stand up and actually be a man. I'm serious. I know a lot of people that they just want to, well, they trust so much in the government. They trust so much that everything's going to be taken care of. And they don't realize that they're bringing in the demise, not of themselves, but of their children and their grandchildren's world. That's what's happening. Because we turn the blind eye and the deaf ear. But I don't want to offend anyone. You better start offending some people. Let me tell you how you really get people. And they don't like it. They don't like it. If you really want to get somebody, put a picture of them on your social media and say, hey, this person here, this blah, 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 won't do anything about this in this town. This person here. Start putting out, people don't like their pictures out there. People don't like their information out there. I'm not saying crucify them, but I'm saying put out there what they're doing. And if you got a city hall or city town, you got a mayor that just has no backbone. And here's the thing, it'd be a cold day in hell for I would let one hour go by and not know where these people are coming from. I wouldn't do it because I care about my community that much. Oh, but Bob, you know, he's been in the town council for years and he's been a deacon at the church and he's all the, who cares? He has no balls about him. He has no backbone. Get him out. And if they don't want to respond to you, then start putting it on your social media. Hey, they don't want to respond. They don't want to do anything. Yes, just so you know, we've been invaded by migrants. Got all this stuff going on. Yeah. And so meanwhile, Joe Biden says this about Kamala.
So when all the experts, foreign and domestic policy, would give us advice, then we sit alone in a room, and she has a backbone like a ramrod.
I could say something about her being ramrod, but I won't because a lot of people get really mad. She does not have no backbone. Now they're talking. You have her own talking of her demise and even suggesting her own party, saying that she flip-flops. Let me see here. About the weather manipulation. He said, what do you want me to do as well? Arrest him? Yeah, well, Candace, that's Clay Higgins, you know what I'm saying? It's a proven fact that they seed clouds. You can go and look. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, well, that ain't going to happen. They do it. Here's the thing. People aren't always going to believe it. Sort of like the problems in California with the fault line and stuff like that. People say it ain't going to happen. Whatever. Time will tell, right? Let's see. I don't agree, but we heard that the Haitians are seeking asylum unless they commit a crime. Law enforcement can. I played that clip last week of these people seeking asylum that are breaking the law, that have been kicked out of their country to come to America, and they're doing crime. And I played it for you last week. And what it was is the police officer saying, listen, and they're doing this in their sanctuary city. It says we're a sanctuary city, so therefore they're seeking asylum. We can't do nothing to them. And that's absolutely true. And I don't agree with that one bit because I just don't agree with it. And if you're law enforcement and you're actually taking that road, you need to turn in your badge. Shame on you. Shame on you, you dirty cop. Shame on you. And if you're taking the right road and saying, you know, these people need to be taken care of, and there needs to be a lesson learned, and they need to be arrested, and then here's the thing, you can arrest anybody you want to, okay? And it's up to them. When you take them and they go before the magistrate, what best thing to do is take them around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. That way, no one's on duty, and then they just go straight to jail that night, and they have to go before a judge. There's a big old huge thing you could do to them. But yeah, in these sanctuary cities, they're not enforcing the laws on them. Let's see here. Can't wait for tomorrow debate. Yeah, that's if she shows up. But anyways, her own is turning against her. Coming in a tad late, Ontario, Canada. Thank you so much. Glad you're here today. But her own is turning on her here, and I'm going to play you this here. It's crazy what's happening.
This was over the weekend, and he was saying, no, she has not changed. She's still a progressive. She's just doing this to win. Listen to this.
I don't think she's abandoning her ideals. I think she's trying to be pragmatic and
we're talking Bernie Sanders here.
Doing what she thinks is right in order to win the election. Her views are not mine, but I do consider her progressive.
Consider progressive. She hasn't changed. Lie to win. Well, that shouldn't surprise you, because that's what the Democratic Party has always done. They lie to you, tell you what all the great things are going to do, and then when they get in, you know, they do the opposite because they're bought out. Meanwhile, Zelensky is caught, and he's meeting with BlackRock, JP Morgan, and other new owners of Ukraine. And here we go.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Great to see you. How are you? Fine, thank you. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Great audio, as you know.
What a great actor. What a great actor. Meeting with him, Of course, it's, it's all going to be great. You know what I'm saying? All these people are going to be great. Of course, I said about a week ago or 2 weeks ago that Tim Walz's brother and all of them was, against him. And I had a couple people reach out and says, you don't have facts on that. Well, here's his brother talking.
Bravery is a decision. And Walz has made the wrong decision. He's not brave. I call him a coward because he is, because he took the easy path. He took the path of least resistance. So when you go over there, things get ugly. They get ugly fast. You're gonna see things that you don't want to see, and you're gonna deal with that. And I just think that he is an exact result, and why we have stolen valor. People make decisions that are cowardly, and they come back and they try to lead vicariously by robbing other people's, all the other soldiers and all the benefits that we did and all the sacrifices. They want a piece of that.
All right, y'all.
So he's pretty much saying that he's a thief and he's a liar, and he belongs with Kamala pretty much. And I hate to say this, but I want to say it. I told you guys. Even when I said that his brother was going to come out and all that, no, he won't. No, he won't. And then I get all the information, all the emails. You better have facts. You better have facts. Okay. Tennessee outlawed chemical releases from planes. I saw that flying over Tennessee, and it's amazing how blue skies. Right. Absolutely. Oh, but some people say that those don't exist. Let's see here. We had a couple people come in. Sorry, I'm running. Good afternoon from Texas, coastal North Carolina, Howell, Michigan. If I overlooked anybody, I'm sorry. Yeah, we hope for a future. What will be the message if it doesn't show? What Trump already said, if she doesn't show, he'll just sit there and answer both sides of their questions. Her own party is trying to get her at this point. I mean, they're trying to get her out because they realize the only way that they could even try to salvage this is if they brought somebody else back in that had, something to them. This election here has shown multiple things, especially the past several months. One, that, when I said Joe Biden would drop out, Joe Biden dropped out, but also it has shown that that they are so unstable, more than ever, and that the Democratic Party does not but eat its own. Good to see you, Dublin, Georgia, and Michigan there. They eat their own. They tear each other up. Because that's what they're good at. They're good at destroying their own. They were so great about defending Joe Biden when he was really, who's the freaking president of the United States? Not commander in chief. We already said who's the president. Because to every other country, it looks like that position has been vacated. Soon to be filled by a competent person, Trump. But, it's amazing that we can that our country can run like this. It is just, it's nuts. But yeah, the debate, who knows if she'll show. And if she does, I'm sure she's going to come in with already an attitude and try to do her black swag, Hispanic, Latino, Chinese, whatever accent she wants to use. That's what she'll do. And then she'll try to say, pardon me. Pathetic. Gene Ho put this out. I want you to listen to it.
And me, fresh off a community violation on TikTok. Street creds. Come on. Anyway, this is going to be interesting because is Donald Trump being overconfident? Confidence is good. Maybe even overconfidence is good. But I can show you why. Okay, first of all, from the New York Times, who knows me very well? New York Times. Come on, we should have fun here, but I'm quoting you. This is interesting. Biden bars Trump from receiving intelligence briefings, citing erratic behavior. Been talking about this for a long time. And I even told when Donald Trump would get his security briefings back. Here's the thing. No one saw this coming. Not even me. I might have bad intel. Anyway, check this out. He goes this. Trump says he's refusing intel briefings so he won't be accused of leaks. Remember,
you hear that? Trump has refused intel briefings because he does not want to be accused of leaks. What a way to set them up. Because if he would have gotten them, they would have said, oh, he's leaking it out. He's leaking this out. He's leaking this out. And there's no way that they can pin that on him. And you have this this lady that brought up her charges against Trump, and it just goes on, and it's like they go looking for something they can just try to continue to keep him in the news. And as of last week, when we broke the story about the Department of Justice, since then we're seeing that their big hoopah to take Trump out crumbled, all because of a beer and a pretty girl. Well, I'm saying pretty. He may have had his beer goggles on. She may have been ugly as a dog. I don't know. Heck. But Jean Carroll from 1995, I pulled this up here. And this is her talking on a little show thing about the best way to meet a man. Okay? Best way to meet a man.
I'm calling because I'm a 49-year-old single woman who's never been married. I consider myself well educated, but at the same time, I find it difficult to meet gentlemen who are of the caliber I want to
Now, Jean is about to answer this question.
date.
Oh, Jody, nothing in the whole world is easier. The thing is, you gotta just leave your house, Jody, and just get out there. The best place to meet men is on the street. You just see somebody cool coming toward you, stop him. Drop your purse, drop your change, hand him a beer, hand him a $5 bill. If you see somebody who say, my name is such and such, that's how you do it. The street is the #1 place to meet a guy.
Well, she's classy. Man, she's classy. Gosh. Shoo. Man, she just full of class there. Wow. But then this happens here.
Interfere with President Trump's core First Amendment right to run for president. That is a right guaranteed to him by the Constitution. That is the right that his political opponents are attempting to strip away from him. We have seen this in case after case after case where unfair political motives have underlay what should be serious legal proceedings. And I think when you look at this situation in toto, when you look at what the left, when you look at what the Biden-Harris administration is attempting to do to President Trump, this is insane. This is an absolute abuse of our legal system. It's an absolute abuse of the rule of law. It should be deeply offensive, not just to political supporters of President Trump, but to each and every American. With respect to today's appeal, we are hopeful that the Second Circuit understands what's at stake here. We are hopeful that the Second Circuit understands what occurred during this trial, which was an improper use of evidence to buttress E. Jean Carroll's entirely meritless claims on the one hand, and an improper exclusion of evidence that would have informed the jury about the true motivation behind this lawsuit, and that we believe would have resulted in a very different verdict.
So what's going to happen in this is she's going to owe him $83 million. Let me see here. Should I assume know something that I can't say? Is I totally ignore it? I didn't see your question, Tina. And if I don't see something you're all writing in here, it's probably because I have 4 screens going on, 2 iPads, and a phone, and people text me. So actually, someone just texted me from Enterprise, Alabama, a friend of mine, and said that the Walmart looked the same. Enterprise, Alabama, Walmart looked the same on Saturday. But yet, several people saying several buses were dropping people off at the the Aldi shopping center this past summer. Most all small towns in Alabama are getting dropped off, people. Someone says, I'm in South Alabama and I saw two bus loads off of I-10. Wow. Yeah. So one of the things that's being said too, and Tina, you can type it back in there if you can. I'll try to see it. Probably looking for it. Is that Nancy Pelosi is actually one of the people that's actually suggesting and trying to keep Kamala from debating Trump because they know that she's crappy. Let's see, what does it say? It's 22 chats up. It's okay. Yeah, things are coming so fast. It's kind of hard to stay at these chats, guys. I'm not gonna lie. DC, do you know? Here we go. DC, do you know what we don't because not been fixed? Yeah. Same thing I've been saying for several weeks now, Tina, is that if we get to go to the election, then go vote. Watch your ballot. Watch everything. Make sure there's nothing written on it. Make sure that everything, you have to protect it. The other thing is there is things in place, and I have said this multiple times. There are things in place that has been being put in place to help with it being a secure. That is not to say that. I mean, everybody wants a definite. This is going to happen, and I'm sorry, guys. There is no definite in this world. I mean, there's no definite of anything. There's just belief and hope, and you have to keep that. He's gone now, so don't worry. Absolutely. And so and we have to have that. We have to, and that's the thing is they want to keep us scared. Well, what if it's stolen again? What if this? Well, daggone it, I'm not even gonna go vote. If you don't vote, you have no right to say anything about what's going on in the country. Period. That's anybody and everybody, not just in this show. That's everybody. If you just cannot, I'm not going to vote. My vote ain't going to matter at all. I've heard people say that. Yeah, my vote ain't going to matter at all. It just ain't going to matter. My personal belief is I believe with what we're seeing with all these people coming into these, we have lots of realtors and now love enterprise. Awesome. Reach out to them and see if there's a lot of things going on, if they've seen anything, and let me know. DC, can we trust real raw news? You have to pick and choose. If you want a news that's going to be 100% accurate and 100% for you, there is no such thing out there right now. But I believe that they might be taking one city or capital at a time. DC, New York, Chicago, Denver, these different things, trying to San Francisco, maybe say, I don't know, different places to push it to where I'm not saying it's happening, so don't go saying that I said this, to where we talked about the 10 days of darkness and everybody knows about that. We've talked about different scenarios. This could be a scenario of they have to take time to clean this up. I don't know on this part. If I did, I would tell you. We just have so much going on in the country. It's a mess. And you have certain people. That's why I said control things in your local towns with your money and your mouth. Stop support. Hometown business is everything. And if people in your town, their hometown, that you do business with them, and if they're not lining up, and I'm serious, if they're not lining up with the direction that we need to go in, you need to probably change where you're putting your money at. Okay. And I've said it over and over, and people get mad at me, but even in your churches, if your pastor is one of those that says, we stand against abortion, we stand against it, but then turn around and endorse candidates that push it, then you know what? You have a problem. You got to deal with it. And a lot of people don't want to deal with the problem. They go, well, I've just been there for so long, or my daddy was a Democrat, my mama, all that stuff, that they just continue to just They've been brainwashed is what it is. And the funny thing about that is this, is those that will, here's the thing. I've heard this for a fact. I've heard pastors say, you know, we have to be careful with abortion. We have to be careful with this. But what's funny is this: these people that push abortion, okay, whether you do or not, that ain't what this is about. This is about my show. Whether you believe it or not, here's the thing: why is it that a woman's pregnant, okay, she's pregnant and she gets mugged and she gets murdered? Why is it that they call it a double homicide? You know what I'm saying? It's double-minded. You know, she's pregnant, but she's allowed to have an abortion because it's not a fetus. It's nothing. It ain't nothing till it's born. But yet, if she gets murdered, it's considered a double homicide. Think about that. Because now that they've been murdered, it's called a double homicide because they killed two people. But yet we run to the polls and run to the news and everything else saying, "Oh, abortion, that baby ain't real." It's unreal. It's just unreal. We'll take a station break and I'll be right back. DC, and today I want to talk to you about Birch Gold Group. And we recently had some monumental news that no one else is actually talking about. And for the first time ever, the interest the U.S. pays on its debt surpassed every individual budget item except Social Security. And that's right. The U.S. Now spends more on interest than on national defense or even Medicare. And it's only getting worse as big government continues to spend recklessly. And that's why savvy Americans are turning to gold, and something not tied to the inflated dollar is what it is. And you too can can do this with the help of Birch Gold Group. And for over 20 years, Birch Gold Group has helped tens of thousands of Americans protect their retirement and savings by converting on IRA or the 401k into an IRA in gold. To learn more, go to birchgold.com/rumble, birchgold.com/rumble, and get a free, no obligation information kit on diversifying your retirement into a gold IRA. Birch Gold has earned a A+ rating with the BBB and thousands of happy customers. Protect your IRA or your 401k. If you want to do that, go to birchgold.com/rumble and get your free information kit on gold today.
Here are a few reasons to support DC Intel. 1. Timely updates. Get the latest breaking news and intelligence updates as they happen. 2. Reliable information. Depend on us for accurate and credible news sources. 3. Insightful analysis. Gain deeper understanding with our expert analysis and comprehensive coverage. 4. Community engagement. Join a community of informed and engaged individuals who care about current events. 5. Transparency. We are committed to transparency in all our reporting, helping you to see the bigger picture. 6. Convenience. Stay informed on the go with easy access to updates through our social media platforms. Supporting DC Intel means staying informed and connected with the news that impacts our nation.
All right, let's go back here. Let's see here. And like I said, if y'all text something in there and I don't respond, it's because it's going so quick. Plus, I'm also looking at other screens. I've only got 2 eyes. 2 eyes is all I have. Sorry about that, guys. I tell my dogs all the time, I only have 2 arms, guys, 2 hands. And I got 3 dogs. Anyway, all right, let's get back to this. Yeah, if you haven't been to our website, it's eiobn.com. It's the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network. And We are growing slowly, but we're growing. That's a good thing, and we need to. And the goal here is to be 100% self-sufficient here, that we don't have to depend on any of these commercials. We can do our own stuff. If you have a business, if any of you out there have a business and you want to be a spotlight on the show, make contact with us and we'll figure something out. Also, on the website, there's merch on there. Plus, also, if you want to help us, you can go down to donate. It is secure, it's encrypted. Make your donation there, and we get that, and it goes into everything you get here or give here goes directly into equipment, software, all that. This last week we were going to be live, and we had an internet issue, which is not my issue. They said it was a fiber optic line that was cut, and so yeah. But anyways, we got that taken care of. Also, I got this week. I actually have company coming in and working some more on our internet to boost our stuff up to where we are more stout and have at least 4 ways to stay broadcasting if one gets shut down. So taking precautions and all that stuff. Also, I'm working on the Zoom, a Zoom or not a Zoom, but anyways, a phone call for our DC Guardians. We only got a few of those emails that came in. So if you are a DC Guardian, I don't sit and monitor all that. If you are, send an email. So, hey, here's my number. Here's, I'm a DC Guardian. That way we can have that. So we can set it up to when we do these conference calls, you're a part of that. I don't want anyone saying, well, I didn't get nothing. Well, you didn't get it because you didn't respond. So please do that. Also, let me look here. We got a lot going on here. Next week, I will be live on the radio. This coming Friday night, my plan is to go on the radio and do our thing about Gitmo, which I'm sorry about this last week. There's no way to really contact anyone through Facebook because the Facebook was hacked, and finally we just had to shut down. And so, also, if anyone was watching Brad Barton about a month ago, maybe, or 3-4 weeks ago, whatever it was, he was talking about a different platform, sort of like Facebook, and it was safe to be on. If any of you know what that is, text it to me. Let's do it. Email it to us. So I have that because that's probably how I'm going to have to go on somewhere to where I can keep notifying everybody, because I had to do that the other day, put a video out by my phone, and that is not fun. So we want to do that. Also, so the 13th, I'll be doing a show, 8:30, Monday through Friday still. And then the week of the 16th, be doing our shows normal. The week of the 23rd, 23rd and 24th and 25th are kind of iffy. I will be out and doing my thing for several days from the 20th on. And so the 23rd and 24th will be kind of iffy. If I do them, it's going to be doing it from a remote location somewhere. So those shows will not be very, very lengthy and very Telegram. I'll look that up. Very lengthy and all that stuff. Someone put up my email there. But anyway, I'll be out and about. It's crazy. When I say out and about, I'll be like in Tennessee, I'll be in Mississippi, I'll be in Alabama, and I'll be in Louisiana too. Praise God. So anyway, getting back to, we got a lot of people chatting here. Love you seeing these. Brendan had been talking about locals. Yeah. Tried to donate on your Friday and it wouldn't let me hit the submit. It was grayed out. That's probably because Friday, that's when we had all of our stuff messing up. You can, if you go on there again, Vicky, you can do that. It should be okay now. If you have any problem, just reach out to me, dc@eiobn.com, and I'll get back with you. Also, and if you do that, if you're going to donate like that, you can do that. If it doesn't work, there's also in the giving part, there's also a place there think it's at DC. I don't know. But anyways, you can do it that way. That's the way we prefer it. But if you want to send it through, you can even do Cash App if you wanted to. But we prefer it that way. And that is $DC Justice 1. $DC Justice 1. Let's do Cash App. But anyway, I saw somebody saying here that they've had the Haitians there for a couple of years. Well, I'll be talking about Gitmo soon. Friday night. Friday night's the night. It was supposed to be this last Friday night, and we didn't get to it. Have just crazy. Let's see. I'm trying to read everybody's thing here to make sure I don't miss anybody and make everybody mad. Brad spoke of Q, I believe. Okay. Thank you, Enforcer, for putting that in there. Pop Talk. I think that's maybe the one. It's kind of like Facebook a little bit. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out which way I'm going to go, and I'll let you all know. That way we can all stay connected outside of this. I started to do the chat room on the website at eibn.com, but the thing is it opened it up. It was not, I could not make memberships in there, which meant anybody could come in there and just wreak havoc, and I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to sit and moderate that. But anyways, we will, let me write this down. Sorry, guys. Everybody's texting and chatting, and I'm responding, and those of you that are at work are probably aggravated. Never hear the end of it. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so you've got, of course, we knew about the Trump's assassination attempt and all that, but something that came out, which was quite crazy, was actually 2 days before that assassination attempt. I'll play this here.
Interview with Victoria Nuland. In case you don't know who she is, she was the former National Security Advisor to Vice President Dick Cheney.
And we have an obligation to make sure, and I certainly will, do whatever it takes to make sure Donald Trump isn't anywhere close to the Oval Office again.
She worked in government during the Clinton, Bush, Obama, and Biden administrations. She left government during the Trump administration. She's married to Robert Kagan.
You got this guy, you heard of Robert Kagan?
It really did take someone like Trump that could be a real threat to our democracy. Now, what can we do about it? Well, as I say, we've already not done the things that we all agreed needed to be done. Those things have not been done.
Kagan writes a piece in the Jeff Bezos Amazon Washington Post. It basically makes the intellectual and moral case for the assassination of Donald Trump. It is an outright justification, intellectually and morally, for the assassination of Donald J. Trump.
Victoria Nuland was one of the primary instigators for the current war in Ukraine. This is someone who has been deeply involved in CIA operations around the world for the past 4 presidents, except for Donald Trump. If something happened to Trump, it would mean the continuation of this neocon foreign policy of U.S. wars around the world. This interview with Victoria Nuland happened 2 days before the Trump shooting.
I don't believe Donald Trump will be elected by the American people. This man is a felon. He is a liar. He is not a supporter of basic U.S. democratic freedoms and principles. He's talking about locking up Americans, locking up immigrants, hurting our economy, etc. So I don't think that Donald Trump is going to be president. So if that's what Putin's betting on, he's going to get a unhappy surprise, I think.
This is a woman with close relationships with high-level CIA officials. Why does she have this strange smile when she says, "I don't think Donald Trump is going to be president"?
Because it's a rat, you know. She's just a rat. She knows what's going on. She knows what they've been trying to do. She's been a part of it. It is a it's a crazy time, and these people, they have been fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting to keep him out of the White House and keep him out of that seat. We've seen all this with the trial. You realize how many of the patriots have been just upset over the trial? He's going to prison. He's going to prison. And I know they'll argue with me. Well, how can How can you not feel that way when that's all you see on the news? Well, I don't watch the news. I don't watch that junk. Because they're going to lie to you. They do every day. And then you have these propaganda puppets that put stuff out, TikTok and wherever else you want to look at. You're going all these things. They're going to continue to fight, okay? And we have to continue to fight. We have too many people coming in our country, too many people coming in our. You're not going to get ticked off. And that's the thing, is you don't get ticked off when it's actually in somebody else's state or somebody else's city. But boy, when it hits your house, or it hits your community, you start thinking twice about it. And I've been saying this for weeks. Been saying it for weeks. It's not going to get better. It'll continue. We will win battles, okay? We will win battles. But the whole goal was to keep Trump out. Did you understand what he said? To keep the wars going on. After I'm done with Gitmo on Friday night, then I'm going to be working on, well, I've already been working on it, but what if I told you that the United States has been one of the biggest war poopsters that's ever lived? But yet we've been told it's these other countries. We always have to go in and have a war. We always go in and have to do this. Always, you know what? We don't have to do nothing that we don't want to do. We don't have to. And the other thing is I'm working really hard right now. I'm really hard. And if I get what I'm trying to get, we will be the first people to even play it and talk about it, like really talk about it. And that's because after I'm done with Gitmo this Friday night, if I can get to it the next Friday, depends on my schedule, because I've got a big thing coming up. And I just can't be distracted on that. But when I do it, I'm going to talk about the wars and these presidents that have had to have the war because it's just a peeing competition of who's bigger and who's better and who they don't like. Do you understand that? For years, we've went to war with people, not because of they've done something to America or done something really bad. And there's people that does that stuff. Don't get me wrong. But because, we didn't like what their stance, or we didn't like this, we didn't like that. And not only that, when I talk about that, I'm also, if I get the stuff, if I get it, you will know. So don't ask me every day, did you get it? Did you get it? If I get it, and I'm hoping I'm about 80% sure I'm going to get it, I will be able to break on this platform live the assassination of SEAL Team 6. You've heard about it. People don't believe it. There's even somebody on TikTok saying, there's a video and there's an audio and there's this and this. And stay tuned for this. And all this is freaking clickbait, okay? You're just trying to think nobody on TikTok going to show this. Ain't nobody. But I'm going to tell you what, just like last week with the Department of Justice and the story on that, we'll do it here. And you should know me by now, okay? Those of you that have been loyal should know me by now that, one, I don't bark out something and don't bring it up. I don't just throw out something and leave it. I bring it back, prove it, and we're done with it. And, it's a very touchy thing. And I'm just trying to get my hands on it without losing my hands. One thing Donald Trump the other day, he said, and I want you to pay attention to this, because everybody's talking about Nasser, everybody's talking about the wealth, everybody's talking about this. I want you to pay attention to something that he says here, okay? And I want you to listen to him, okay? Here we go.
As the world's reserve currency and is currently under major siege. Many countries are leaving the dollar. They're not going to leave the dollar with me. I'll say, you leave the dollar. You're not doing business with the United States because we're going to put 100% tariff on your goods. Sir, we would like very much to get back to the dollar immediately. Thank you very much.
Okay. I want you to pay attention to something here. He said the dollar. The dollar. Everybody's leaving the dollar. Leaving the dollar. Not going to be smart for them. Everybody said, well, our dollar is devalued. And it is. But I'm telling you, when he comes back in, the dollar is going to be very, very valuable. It's going to go back up. These countries that act like they're just going to abandon us and all this other stuff, and we're not going, the money and the dollar and all that. And those of you that have not been paying attention to the prices of silver and gold, and you really need to. You really need to. And if you're out buying the little 1 gram charms, and you buy enough to make 1 ounce, you've paid twice, if not 3 times the amount that you would pay for just an ounce. Pay attention. Pay attention, America. Pay attention. Because he said it. They're not going to do away with the dollar. At least not right now. They're going to bring back the value of it. And of course, Kamala, this is, me included, have wanted to hear her platform of what she is going to be standing upon. And this is what she believes here. She believes that there's going to be in America that she wants to shut down these platforms, the platforms of social media. And the platform is, like she says, let me see here. Kamala says Brazil was right to take down the X platform, and all social media platforms should adhere to the government censorship, including taking down political opponents' accounts. It's such a democratic way. You hear what I'm just saying? She says that Brazil, that took down Twitter or X, that platform, and all social media platforms should adhere to the government censorship. She wants that in America. She wants that in America. Yeah, so we can censor and take down political opponents stuff. That's not the American way. Where's freedom of speech? Yeah, here's the thing, is if they don't agree with you, they want to take you down. If they don't agree with you, they want to take you out. If they don't agree with you, they want to frame you for something. Payday's coming, what I can tell you. Payday's coming. And it's not good. Joe Biden was trying to walk, and they were talking to him and ask and see if I can.
President, how was it to be back on the campaign trail today?
It was good.
How do you feel about Pennsylvania?
Except I'm not able to go out in the crowds anymore.
She asked him about Pennsylvania, and he says, hey, I'm not allowed to go out in the crowds anymore. Now, he's off his rocker, but he speaks the truth here to a point.
Except I'm not able to go out in the crowds anymore. The Secret Service doesn't let me.
No, why not?
Well, because it says too dangerous.
Yeah, because he's too dangerous. He walks out and says the things he shouldn't say. Let's see here. Jennifer Thompson, what about gold and crypto? Gold, absolutely gold. 100% gold. We have a thing on our website you can click if you're wanting, interested in any of that stuff. There's all kinds of different things you can do with gold. Gold's not cheap. Gold's not cheap. I had someone ask me, not too long ago, said, "Hey, what if I invest like $20 in gold?" I said, "Do you realize $20 in gold is like a speck, right? That ain't like a big chunk. An ounce is over two grand. Let's see here. Crypto, I have crypto, but I haven't done anything with it because, me personally, if you cannot hold your investments in your hand, it's not an investment. Okay. We don't buy a house because it's an investment and then never own it, never live in it, and never give them property. You have to have, and I'm a 100% firm believer, if you don't have physical assets, then, and gold is going to do nothing but continue to go up. It's just, you may have days that it fluctuates, but big deal if it fluctuates. It's all good. Crypto, I'm not negative on that, but I'm not a big fan because I still like to hold silver and gold or precious metals in possession. And if a company tries to sell you stuff and doesn't want you to hold possession, I wouldn't do business with that company. DC the Jag arrest one merchant. Well, there's rumors around that he has, that he was. There's no 100% fact on that, but I'll find out for you. Where's a good place to buy silver and gold using an old 401k? The best thing to do is, there's multiple options depending on what you're wanting to do. If you want to, like I said, go to our website, EIOBN, and there's a thing down there that you can click on, send an email, or also there's a phone number that you can text to if you want to do gold or silver, or find out if you want to do that. Where's a good place to buy silver and gold? Okay, just told you. And here's the other thing is, if you go to buy silver and gold, a lot of people say, well, just go to the local pawn shop. A pawn shop is not going to sell you at spot price. Not going to do it. And it does no good to pay double for something that you're not going to see those investments go up in the next 2 years or 3 years above what you've done. So be leery of that. Some people, there's things on TikTok, people's trying to sell the charms and all that stuff. By the time one of the charms was like $10, well, you're talking $10 and a pawn shop will give you 43 cents for it. Okay. So don't do that. Just don't do that. We actually have places that we go through that get, we can get anything, and it's not marketed, which means it's not like got all kinds of fees on it and stuff like that. It's not like, if it's just say it was an ounce of gold, and there's not going to be a $500 charge on top of it like you would if you got it at a pawn shop or even a coin place. So we have good resources there. If you click on that, we can help you out in that. Tell me about Trump. The dollar isn't going anywhere. So say, right? Exactly. The dollar is not worthless. But like I said, silver and gold go up. DC has an ad for a place. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of just, I buy from Money Metals. Yeah, there's different places you can. Silver is the way to go. Yeah. It depends on what you want. You can do mixed. You can do strictly gold, strictly silver, or mixed. I do it all. Is there companies that roll them over into? Yes. There are companies that do that. The company that is on ours does it too. Let me see here. Everything about necessary. Yeah, we'll talk on that on another show here because we're running out of time here. Got a bomb threat. Jeez. Looking forward to get my show. All right. Yeah. So, and those of you that want to know about silver and gold, you can eventually it'll go to 50
50,000 there. Yeah. So there's all kinds of questions that we can go over this stuff at a different time. We don't have time for all this to do that, but I wanted to play you something that was it was just very funny. And it was Elton John. Anyways, I'll play it for you.
I know that you're not a supporter of Donald Trump's. He loves your music. How did it feel when he took the lyrics to Rocket Man and he used it as a nickname for Kim Jong-un, and then he gave Kim Jong-un
I laughed. I thought it was brilliant. I just thought, good on you, Donald. I'm the Rocket Man, yeah. Donald's always been a fan of mine, and he's been to my concerts many, many times. So, I mean, I've always been friendly towards him, and I thank him for his support. Yeah, when he did that, I just thought it was hilarious. It made me laugh.
He gave Kim one of your CDs and signed it. That was one of the books about him, because Kim, I guess, didn't know the song. So
what's that?
He gave Kim Jong-un the signed CD.
Yes.
Which
he
never heard of it.
I know, because he hasn't heard of me, Kim Jong-un. Maybe I'd be very surprised if he had. I've never toured North Korea, and I have no intention of doing so. But
I think it's funny how they lead into that question, because it's actually a trick question. They're what they're baiting and what they're wanting is they're wanting him to say, well, no, I don't appreciate that because, he used my song without my permission, or he's this or he's that. When all these other bands are doing the same thing. Oh, he don't need to be using our stuff. We don't want him doing that. We don't support him at all. Here's how dumb they are. Here's how dumb these people are. Because if they would say, yeah, play our stuff all the time, more and more people is going to hear their stuff and download it or buy it. They're not business people at all. They're dumb. But, I'm not a big Elton John fan, but, I was like, that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Yes, I will be doing my show on Rumble and YouTube, and also on the radio. Let's see here. Somebody said something. Should I buy silver or gold or both? Depends on how you want to do it. Me personally, I mix it. You want to diversify, you can do that. But you can never go wrong. Never go wrong with that. The percentages that you'll gain from investing in gold are way higher than silver, but silver's slower. But the thing is it's always going to grow. Always going to grow. Let's see here. There are companies that do roll over the 401k into silver and gold, but those companies do not send you that gold or silver. I want to let you know that straight up. They don't send you physical stuff, and they don't send it to you. They just say, hey, you own X amount. And like I said, me personally, I like to handle my stuff in-house and have my stuff. But anyway, sorry guys, what a day. You know what I'm saying? We got on all kinds of stuff. Did you hear about the London, Kentucky shooter? Yes, I did. I won't be surprised if they find that dude where he shot his own self and killed himself. I'm not saying it's what happened. I'm just saying I think it's went on a long time now. Normally in these cases when they go this long, maybe I may be wrong on this, and it's fine. But a lot of times on these cases when they go this long, and there has been a shooter like that that's been loose, and they're trying to get that and then they have no response from a long time and can't find them. Normally they're in a container somewhere or in a some sort of building or something like that, and they've taken their own life. I hope it's not the case, because I'd like to see this guy pay the piper. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be back on at 1:00. Thank you all so much for today tuning in. Like and share and support. We're all in this together. We got great things coming up. Don't be off tilt because you've been watching the mainstream media. I will go back later on and go through some of your all's questions here and try to answer them tomorrow. If I didn't get to you today, I'll try to tomorrow, but we've had a lot of people chatting in here. Hope y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. EIOBN.com. Go check it out. DC out.
Bye.